Each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. That's a look at our setting tonight, the picturesque city of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. This is it, opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brett Berry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. Here's a look now what's coming up for the Milwaukee Bucks. On Monday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Chicago against the Bulls. And then on Wednesday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Utah Jazz.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
So the net starting five. We've got DeAndre Jordan. Kyrie Irving is out there with Joe Harris. And it's Durant. And it's Chandler in at the 4 spot. And for Milwaukee, the backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews.
Here we go.
Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. And it's Lopez in at the center filling out the middle. Now here's Bledsoe. Here's Giannis. And it's Irving with the rebound.
Well, he wants that one over again, I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Well, a lot of rough times for Irving in his final year with the Celtics. Opted out, and obviously Greg wanted a change.
And quickly zeroed in on Brooklyn as a destination. His time in Boston had clearly come to an end by the finale of last season. Now joins up with a new stacked team in Brooklyn.
Here's Bledsoe. The shot comes out, and it's the Nets taking it the other way. Middleton against KD. He kicks to Harris. Back to Durant. Shot clock at 5. Lets the 3 fly. Good on the triple.
Just one smooth, elongated motion. Durant is just a machine and so repeatable on his delivery.
Now here's Bledsoe. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And that's a quick foul for him there. Looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
And here's Brooklyn. Harris outside. From 11 feet away, and Irving with the basket on the assist from Harris.
It doesn't matter if you have a hand in his face. If Kyrie gets himself into that kind of rhythm, he is a tough shot maker.
Giannis passes to Lopez. Here is Matthews. Outside for Bledsoe. Shot clock at 6. And the Bucks miss again. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Inside, Irving. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Kyrie not backing away from the contact there. In fact, welcoming that one tricked you into it.
Lopez outside. Back to Bledsoe. They need this. He lays it in.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Middleton. After the miss from KD. Shots good by Middleton.
Great quickness on the pull-up from Middleton, cashing in on that opportunity.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Irving finds Jordan. Pulls up on the wing. A nice shot by Irving. Irving's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Back to Bledsoe. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Fires from 18. And another basket for Milwaukee.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Irving passes to Jordan. The 3. No good from Irving. The Bucks have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Bledsoe against Irving. From deep. It's hauled in by Harris.
Is it getting cold in here, Kevin? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
And so Giannis will bring it up for Milwaukee. That's a 2 from Matthews. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis.
Giannis, if you talk about maturity, the next thing you're going to see is him playing with great patience. Let the play unfold and then take what the defense gives you.
Durant wide open. He fires. Buries it from three-point range. Durant's got 6.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Giannis with it. He's picked up by Jordan. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Brent, for so long we've talked about the potential of what Giannis can do when he reaches his prime. 27 and 13 last year is a pretty good jumping off point.
Winning an MVP award for Giannis at 24 years of age and knowing that most of the prime years for NBA players are starting to happen between 27 and 30. That's a scary thought, isn't it, Kevin? 4 or 5 years more of growth from Giannis Antetokounmpo and what he can do at that position. If that jump shot comes along, we may be seeing an all-time great develop throughout his career in the next decade.
And he knocks down the first one.
The name of the game for the Bucks is defense. Very tough at the rim and challenging shooters. They have good length, obviously, out there on the wings, let alone Giannis all by himself. But defense, a big reason why last year they were able to collect 60 wins.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. And Brent, with this Bucks defense, when they're locked in, they're tough.
Well, not only do they defend, they had the best effective field goal percentage against last year. They seal off the defensive possession with the rebound. They were a top rebounding team, 2nd in blocks in the league. As a whole package, the Milwaukee Bucks present a unique problem. Good on defense and hard to match up with Giannis on the other side offensively.
Bledsoe with it. He's picked up by Irving. Matthews, no one around him, and the Bucks miss again. The Nets have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ball game. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
Taking a look now at some numbers for Antetokounmpo. He's coming off an excellent season, putting in about 27 points a game, 12 rebounds and 6 assists. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
Something in the coach's playbook here where the schemes fire on all cylinders. When he's in the game, a great conduit for them offensively. He knows where everyone is at all times.
For 3, Durant.
How about the length? Tough for any offensive player to deal with the likes of Middleton with those long arms.
Yep, that one goes in there.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Bledsoe against Irving. Harris outside. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Pass to Lopez. Fires the 3. The shot, no good. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. KD on the wing. Guarded by Bledsoe. Middleton against Irving. 5 on the clock. Releases. Jump shot is good. And it's 8 points for KD.
Yeah, this is a solid opening quarter right here. Very active and creating a lot of good opportunities for himself.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Love how Bledsoe's forcing the issue, not bashful about throwing that athletic build around on an NBA floor.
And since coming to the Bucks, Eric Bledsoe hasn't been asked to do nearly as much as he has in the past.
And for Bledsoe, that is a good thing, as he is best as a complementary player. Not scoring as much, but his decision-making and shot selection have vastly improved.
No good on that one. Opening night, Brent, always exciting. Technically, every team is undefeated with a lot of hope.
You're just fired up. I mean,
I am fired
the
up.
NBA never stops, Kevin. We
I
know this, right?
Isn't it great, though? I'm so glad it doesn't stop.
Well, the offseason is just absolutely ridiculously exciting.
So fun.
So much movement and hope for franchises that, have struggled for a long time. And here we go. Hope springs eternal. It's opening night.
And, Brent, when you watch Eric Bledsoe go to the rim, you just have to admire what an incredible finisher he is.
Well, Bledsoe, I think, has always relied on the fact that his physical stature, not in terms of his height at 6'1", but his width and strength allows him to go in there and be a bit of a bulldog, to get contact and to make things happen. So never has shied away from that.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. There's the pass to Durant. Again, the Nets for two.
Great natural instincts of Durant. A good decision maker now on the pick and roll.
Bledsoe outside. Passes it to Antetokounmpo. Down low. Outside for Bledsoe. No good from outside.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Nets shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
Shooting two.
The first free throw is good.
And not much of a surprise there. Kyrie, one of the better free throw shooters in the game, and so hard to guard without fouling.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Lopez. Korver comes in for Chris Middleton. And George Hill's subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. And the Nets also making a change. LeVert's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
A nice shot there by Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got 9.
Strong start here early. 4 of his first 5 made.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. And what a year last season for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He was terrific across, Greg, all stat categories.
And he was rightfully in the MVP conversation very early on. He's still very young, and I see multiple MVP seasons in his future.
And the Nets making a change here. Caruch is checked in.
Now let's check out a breakdown looking at some stats for Jared Allen. Last year, getting it done. 8th in field goal percentage and a top 15 ranking in blocks per game, supplying that backline protection that is so key to a great defense.
And you know, back to his tremendous efficiency shooting last season, top 10 in the league, his dead-eye shooting creates so many opportunities for that offense. Moves back up. It's hauled in by Ilyasova.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter. Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
The Bucks have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
Free throw no good for Giannis. Brent, to compete for a championship in this NBA, you need at least, a dynamic duo. You need two guys, big name superstar players. Name some of your favorite 1-2 punches in the game now.
Well, right now, you could go multiple options. Lillard and McCollum have been tremendous in Portland, pushing that team last year to the Western Conference Finals. What are we seeing in the Simmons-Embiid combination and their potential in Philadelphia for the future? And if we wanted to go back maybe to the guys in the crib right now, what about Trae Young and the combination around Luka Doncic and Porzingis? Trae Young adding another draft pick for the Atlanta Hawks. What's coming down the pipe from these other teams with the young studs that they have?
Here's Dinwiddie following the basket by Giannis. A nice shot by LeVert. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
And they double up on Antetokounmpo. Ilyasova against LeVert. And Connaughton has it in the corner. Good. The assist goes to Hill. And the Bucks lead by 1.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitors.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Got a hand on it.
Ilyasova not known for his defense, but with the length he has on those arms of his, he got to the ball.
And that one's good from Connaughton.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Nets trail by 3. Now Dinwiddie still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Sinks the triple. LeVert's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Nets.
I kind of like playing in the rec league. Little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
Here's Ilyasova, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Well, Ersan Ilyasova, a bit of a journeyman in the NBA, Greg, the last handful of seasons.
Good motor on the glass, and he can chip in for a 20-point game every so often.
And the first one drops.
Yeah, Ilyasova, with the height of a big man, he's very much at ease and has a great release.
He doesn't get the second one. Here's Antetokounmpo, and it's sent back by Allen. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen. There's a minute 34 left here in the first quarter. That's good from Ilyasova on the assist by Giannis. And the Bucks lead by 3.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Left side, Prince. Back to Dinwiddie. Off target from outside.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Hill dishes to Korver. And it's sent back by Allen. Dinwiddie outside. Three-pointer. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. .41 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Now here's Korver. LeVert defending. Korver no luck. Nets trail by 3. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to LeVert. There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And up the court come the Bucks on the break.
It's a huge night for Giannis Antetokounmpo at the offensive end of the floor. That length and athleticism just proving to be too much for any defensive scheme.
Here's Dinwiddie. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Bucks lead by 2 and will return shortly. And this team has shown their toughness and determination, and Kyrie Irving talks about what he sees in his teammates.
What's going to separate us is how close we are, and when we're in the trenches together, I'm looking to my left and to my right and knowing that these guys have my back.
They certainly do.
This team has assembled some hard-nosed, unselfish players. No better group for Irving to surround himself with.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
They've got Antetokounmpo. He's out there with Kyle Korver. Ilyasova out there with George Hill. And it's Connaughton in at the 2 spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
More and more signs of the skill set of Taurean Prince as he finds an open teammate.
And Ilyasova kicks to Korver. Kick out to Giannis. Brooklyn with the rebound. To the left wing. Dinwiddie wide open. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
Ilyasova hits the bucket.
Well, Mike Budenholzer winning the Coach of the Year for the second time, just has such a great mind offensively and came in with a new system for this entire roster, one that they embraced very early on. I think it was really important last year, training camp, establishing that type of confidence. It carried them through for the entire year.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Cans it from downtown.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And he gets the bucket. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points in the quarter. And for the Milwaukee Bucks, Budenholzer, a big reason they were a top offense last season.
Well, we talked a lot about Bud Ball. You add Giannis Antetokounmpo in there, and Bud's ability to pair Giannis's unique skill set to the way that he wanted to play. It really changed a lot of what they did offensively, and it felt very, very seamless.
Now here's Giannis. 19 points in the game. Here's Hill. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's LeVert. Passes to Prince. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, you can't be late when Taurean Prince is coming in there. He comes with such aggressiveness and force. Hard to slow down.
And a 4-year player at Baylor, Taurean Prince, something of a surprise lottery pick back in 2016. But, Greg, he's become a very valuable player.
You know, he's one of those two-way power wings that it seems every team wants. A dependable three-point marksman who holds his own defensively.
What's up?
And it's tied up with that one. Are there any players, Brent, you have been surprised with how good they've become?
Well, last year, the evolution of Pascal Siakam and what he was able to do in Toronto was just out of nowhere. And what an incredible run he had, being a huge part of getting that team into the NBA Finals for the first time. Canada saw finals basketball, the birthplace of basketball.
The Toronto Huskies, you're right.
Pascal Siakam last year was such a huge eye-opener.
How about his game one in the finals? Unbelievable.
Tremendous, and great confidence, and the way that he can play, Kevin, very difficult to match up against. Shooting threes, transition, long on defense. It'll be interesting to see in the years to come how far Pascal Siakam comes in the league.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Well, great to see KD back on the court. That heartbreaking moment where he went down in Game 5 of the 2019 Finals. Wow, so hard, Greg, to watch.
And KD clearly gave everything he had to try and win in the finals. Warriors fans appreciate his efforts. Softened the blow as he left for the Nets. The Warriors ownership already promising to retire Durant's number up in the rafters.
Now here's Matthews. Poke loose. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Chandler leading the charge. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already.
And dangerous as Chandler gets out in transition, gets ahead of the pack to finish one off.
And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That'll be his second foul of the game.
It's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
Matthews scanning the floor, kicks it to Middleton, and the pass to Lopez. 6 to shoot, and the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
The Bucks have missed more than they've made at the foul line tonight, 3 of 7. That free throw good from Ilyasova. Here's Irving. He's got 10. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That's his first foul. Durant down low. Lopez is there, and he gets it to go. 14 points for KD.
That's where Durant is making a living right now, a sensational jump shooter and a deadly release.
Irving against Bledsoe. Off target from three-point range. Harris finds Irving. Irving double team. Eric Bledsoe with the rebound. And it's Bledsoe with the ball for Milwaukee. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Giannis Antetokounmpo is the reigning MVP. He's the second Bucks player to win it since Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And he's the third youngest MVP in league history. Kevin, he's just scratching the surface of what he'll do in this league.
You said it, D.A., and some good facts in your report, too. Thank you. And he comes up with the deuce. And the Nets lead by 1.
Right now, Chandler's activity is paying off. You got to put a body on him.
Matthews against Harris. Here is Matthews. Just 5 to shoot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And the shooting guard, Wesley Matthews, a terrific defender who has no hesitation, Greg, in taking that long 3.
A pretty good combination. Weathered an Achilles tear back in 2015, but has remained a steady rotation player.
First one falls for him. Both free throws good from Matthews. It's the Nets now. They trail by 1. And there's the feed to KD. And it was debated for a while, but after last season, Brent, the consensus now seems to be that Kevin Durant is the best player in the league.
Are you putting me on the spot here, Kevin? I mean, I think that's unfair. But if you want to talk about, maybe recency bias, it's the fact that LeBron didn't play a lot of games last year, and the situation that happened in Los Angeles allowed Kevin Durant maybe to get a little bit more shine for what he was doing with the Golden State Warriors. I think that you and I would take either one of them.
That free throw missing.
With the amount of pressure Durant puts on his opponents, it's typical to see him among the leaders in free throw attempts.
And the second free throw, good. The Bucks have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Bledsoe passes to Lopez. They get a hand on it. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
How about Lopez inside showing some smooth, fluid moves?
Well, the evolution of Brook Lopez continues as he is now a premier stretch 5. His three-point shot continues to get better and now a huge part of his arsenal.
That's good from Brook Lopez. And Lopez bold enough to give himself a nickname.
Yeah, well, what was it? Splash Mountain or something like that? I guess he's earned it with the work he's put in on his outside shooting. More and more centers these days shooting the 3-ball.
Allen's checked in for Jordan. Brook Lopez hits them both.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line. Yeah, that one put them over the limit, and it's so early that if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
The Nets have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Well, he coined the name himself last season. Brent, are you willing to call Brook Lopez Splash Mountain?
I am, but I think Brook Lopez was also looking for some kind of deal so that him and his brother could get free rides for the rest of their lives.
And again, no good by Brooklyn. Milwaukee in the lead. To the inside, Ilyasova, and he uses the glass on the layup. Ilyasova's got 7 now in this quarter.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Irving with the ball. 11 points in the game. Outside Durant. Irving against Bledsoe. 6 on the shot clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. The kick out to Irving from past the arc. And there's KD. That's good on the assist by Irving. KD's got the game tied up here for the Nets. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team, Greg.
Taking a look here at numbers for Harris, how he did last season. Last season, he averaged 13 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, the numbers, if you look at them, impressive all the way around, and he's not letting the team down.
Brooklyn with the rebound. Allen's got his 4th rebound in this one. KD looking around. And here's Irving. 11 points in the game. The shot by KD. No good.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, as good as you can do without getting a block there to defend.
And it's sent back by Allen. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Milwaukee has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Outside Matthews. Launches it. Good on the three-point shot. Matthews has got 5 points in the quarter.
And he is not shy about pulling the trigger from downtown. Matthews has the eye and the confidence from three-point range that you just love to see.
Now here's Durant. 18 points for him. No good that time. Good D by Lopez. Middleton with it. Picked up by Harris. Here's Lopez. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Lopez has got the lead up to 6 now for Milwaukee.
Good soft hands there from Lopez. Efficient in the catch-and-shoot motion.
Bledsoe against Irving. Passes it to KD. Rebounded by the Bucks. Bledsoe's got 5 rebounds tonight. The kick out to Matthews. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Now here is Harris. Pass to Chandler. He dishes it to Irving. From deep. Eric Bledsoe with the rebound. Bledsoe's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Pass to Lopez. Over Chandler. And there's Lopez. That's good on the assist by Bledsoe. Bledsoe's got 3 assists now in this one.
Over time, the game has changed, and there's some new wrinkles to Lopez's game. And that introduction of space is helping out this offense.
Timeout called, the Nets.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Ilyasova. Korver comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And George Hill's subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Then for the Nets, Rodions Kurucs, he's checked in for Chandler. Karis LeVert comes in for Harris. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Here's Lopez. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Lopez dishes to Hill. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. Does not score. Only the fourth fail in 13 tries. To the middle. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
For Brooklyn, they have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
That free throw good from Durant.
Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
The pass to Connaughton. It's tipped. Giannis kicks to Hill. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Jared Allen.
Yeah, George Hill has good size and is broad in the shoulders, so he can play physical at that point guard position, and the defense has to be cautious when they guard him.
Free throw drops for Hill.
Well, George Hill, the veteran guard, doesn't produce at the volume he once did. Still, he brings a lot of value to a team.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Prince is checked in. Both free throws good from Hill. And for Hill, Greg, he's a great veteran leader who brings value to a playoff-bound team.
You know, Hill has a game that is effective even when he's not scoring. His leadership and defense will make him a welcome addition to any roster, even as his numbers fade.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Bucks leading by 6. Pass to Connaughton. Bounce pass, Lopez. Here's Giannis. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got his 5th rebound in this one. And the basket by Kurucs.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
The drive by Giannis. And a missed layup.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
A nice shot by LeVert.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Antetokounmpo finds Lopez. Here's Connaughton. A three-pointer, no good. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on an 11-2 run. LeVert can't tie it up as that one's no good. Milwaukee's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Korver passes to Giannis. For 3, hits it from three-point range. Giannis has got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, being capable of shooting is one thing, but being consistent with your shot, another. Giannis getting there.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Bucks ahead. They're up by 5. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Chris Middleton. Chris, it seemed like you all were dictating tempo in the first half. How did you do that?
Okay, we're getting the styles, grabbing the rebound now, just trying to push it, try to get the best shot available.
Problem solved in transition. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He ended up with 22 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. A solid performance already for him, and he might erupt in the second half if his last game is any indication of what we might see. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
Well, I like that they're aggressively going to the rack. That establishes an attitude, a certain toughness. They just need to stay committed to their game plan.
And over to Shaq. What do you think about Brooklyn?
Well, they faced an all-out aerial assault, bombs everywhere. But they're still in position to win this game. But they were bombed from deep all half long, Ernie. They need to revamp the perimeter approach on defense. They don't need to take everything away, but they got to make it harder.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
Yeah, almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Joe Harris is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Allen. Then it's Wilson Chandler, and it's Durant in at the 3 spot. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I wonder if Antetokounmpo is Greek for lightning, because that's what he did there on the penetration.
He's shooting free throws, number 4 in 5 here.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
Now we can talk about it over and over again, Kevin. Antetokounmpo combines size and versatility in ways we just haven't seen, at least up until the Greek Freak's arrival.
Jordan, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And so he hits both. Nets trail by 5. Irving looking for an opening. And here's KD for 3. Another shot. Lopez with the block.
Oh, that's out of there. Not a high riser, but Lopez using his frame. A smart block, if you will.
And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That will be foul number 5 on him. Allen's checked in for the Nets. Giannis is double. To the paint. And Brook Lopez, the bucket on the assist by Giannis. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists tonight. Irving against Bledsoe. Outside, KD. Here's the 3. Second chance shot. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Clearly a foul.
The Nets have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. The first free throw is good. He's off on the second.
So far, Kevin, the third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
Bledsoe kicks to Giannis. Harris against Matthews. For 3, Middleton. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here. 1 of 5 here, Kevin, to start the half. Their offense looks like it's shrinking right now.
And he's good on the 3-ball. And it's a 12-point Bucks lead.
Well, the talk at halftime must have been a good one. Right now, 3 straight buckets to start the quarter.
Allen outside. Back to KD. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Durant's got 28.
Is it possible his sweet touch is getting sweeter, guys?
Irving against Bledsoe. Pass to Giannis. Kicks it down to Middleton. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Giannis has got 5 assists tonight.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Now, here is Irving. 11 points in the game. The 3 from KD. Matthews with the rebound.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Pass to Bledsoe. Shoots the 3. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority. And he might not be a household name just yet, but Joe Harris is one of the game's true dead-eye marksmen. You can make the case he's the most underrated shooter in the league.
Maybe not the most famous beard in the league, but Joe Harris's beard last year, Greg, drawing some notice in the NBA.
The lumberjack look belying his feathery touch. Good size and strength, enabling him to play the small forward position when needed.
First one falls for him. Brent, we have seen some players refuse to speak to the media. For whatever reason, where should that line be drawn?
Well, there is a role and a responsibility, I think, of every player in the league, Kevin, given that it's an entertainment industry and that people have jobs around this league to tell stories, to have access to those players. Now, every player doesn't want to talk or get into certain things, but their availability should be made and people should have access to them. Look, I don't want to take out the trash every Tuesday, but I understand I got to do it at home. Right. And so players have a responsibility to their franchise to be a voice at times.
I always thought you were terrific with the media.
Well, I appreciate that, Kevin. Maybe that's how I got this job.
Matthews, no good. And it's Irving with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. With some arc, and the layup is up and in. Irving's got it back down to single digits for Brooklyn.
There's no doubt that Kyrie gets talked about as having some of the best handles in the business, effective at getting wherever he wants to get to on the floor.
No good from Bledsoe.
It's not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
Harris finds Allen. Ball's knocked loose. Matthews against Harris. The shot by Middleton, wide open. And the Bucks miss again. Nets trail by 8. Chandler dishes to Irving. And there's the pass to Allen. The kick out to Irving. Clock at 6. Hits the three-point bomb. Irving's got 16 points.
Well, he's seeing everything right now. Fantastic job pulling the trigger when he's open.
Here's Giannis. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. KD draws the double. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Drops in the breakaway layup. Antetokounmpo's got 26.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Stolen by Bledsoe. And now running up the court, Bledsoe pushing it up. Comes up empty down low.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough. Just a much smaller defender on him. He does the exact thing at the right moment, goes straight to the rim.
And the Bucks making a change here. Ilyasova's checked in. That's good from Chandler.
Whether Wilson Chandler has started or whether he's come off the bench, he's accepted a role and been beneficial for the coaching staff.
Now here's Bledsoe. He's got 10, and Matthews gets it to go.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Now here is Harris. Outside Irving. Dishes to Allen. Stolen by Bledsoe. And it's the Bucks on the break. And Matthews gets it to go in on the assist by Bledsoe. And it's an 8-point Bucks lead. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Out of bounds. Next ball as Brooklyn keeps possession.
All right, a moment to check out stats for Durant. Last season, he played outstanding. 8th in scoring, and he was top 10 in free throw percentage. Did not waste opportunities to convert at the line.
And back to his points per game average last year, he literally propped up the team's offense whenever they needed it.
How about the body control that time of Kyrie Irving? Absorbs the contact, stays focused, not going to be denied down there.
He's gone 3 for 4 from the line.
And I know he was pleased with his foul shooting last year. How about 87% from the line?
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Matthews. And George Hill's subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. And that one falls for Irving. Bucks leading by 5. On the wing, Giannis. Defended by Durant. Antetokounmpo. Lays it up off the glass. Giannis has got 28 points for the game.
As Giannis has grown in his physical stature, widening those shoulders, having more strength, these are the kind of plays that make all that hard work pay off.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 19. The second chance effort. And Jordan with the layup. Jordan's got his first basket.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Giannis passes to Hill. Back to Giannis. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got 4 assists in the game.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Outside, KD. Back to Irving. Inside. And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Durant.
He makes it look effortless out there. Until the defense actually presents a challenge for him, expect those kind of results.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. With the break in the action, we've got a chance now to look at last year's top rebounder, DeAndre Jordan III.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Lopez comes in for Ilyasova. And it's Korver in for Chris Middleton. And it's sent back by Lopez. Here's Antetokounmpo, finished off the break. Antetokounmpo's got 10 points here in the second half.
It's going to take a little more to get Antetokounmpo off of his mark there. Adept at finishing those difficult shots.
Passes it to Jordan. LeVert against Hill. Free throw line jump shot. Misses off the left iron.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down.
Korver finds Giannis. Trying to get open is Lopez. And Giannis with the basket on the assist by Korver.
Outstanding job by Korver in how he swings the pass over to the most open man on the court.
Timeout called, the Nets. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
They gotta be using this timeout to think about a personnel change or a game plan change to try to slow him down.
Nets trail by 9. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to LeVert. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. LeVert's got 14.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 34.
Yeah, hard to get upset at the defense there. Antetokounmpo is no easy matchup down low in the paint.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game.
And he was 73% from the line a season ago, an average number in that regard.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Giannis. Durant's checked in for Rodion's Kurucs. And both free throws good for Giannis.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Dinwiddie kicks to Prince. Misses the 3.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Antetokounmpo. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Giannis has got 38 points.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
Dinwiddie passes to Prince. Jordan dishes to Durant. Shoots over Korver. Nets with a new shot clock. Jordan trying to free himself up. They shoot again. The shot missing. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. And the double up on Antetokounmpo. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Nets trail by 12. Now Dinwiddie, 5 points in the game. Outside, KD takes the 3. Rebounded by the Bucks.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
On the wing, Giannis. He gets it in there. Giannis has got 40 points.
With the finish line in sight, this guy is determined to be the one to put the game away.
Well, he's not a locked-in starter these days, but George Hill can be effective off the bench.
Comes in at the 1 or the 2 guard position, can guard the 1 through 3 positions, and because of George Hill and his massive amount of playoff experience, there's a lot of confidence in the coaching staff to get George out on the floor, and that he's going to make the right play at the right time.
Here's Connaughton. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket, and that one's good by Lopez.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Outside Durant. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so Hill bring it up for the Bucks. To the inside. Here's Antetokounmpo. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one.
Like to see George Hill distribute to his teammates a heads-up play there.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's LeVert. Lopez grabs the board. Lopez has got 11 rebounds in the game. Stolen by LeVert. 4-on-3 break. Dinwiddie finds KD. Back to Dinwiddie. The offensive rebound. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Milwaukee. Feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. George Hill out there at Bledsoe. And it's Connaughton in at the 3. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. That'll put Brook Lopez on the line. It goes on Taurean Prince.
One shot.
Ray, you know, the NBA not the only league with great players and great play. Talk about some of the other prominent leagues around the world. There's some terrific competition.
There's some great competition overseas in the Turkish leagues. Some very good players that play in the Russian league. There are some great players who are coming out of Australia, and we're actually seeing players now skip playing in the G League to go down to Australia to start their development and professional career. So when we talk about the world game, Kevin, we're not joking around. It's a very real thing, and we continue to invite the best players that we can find, and they come from all over.
That free throw, no good. And the Nets making a change here. Harris is checked in. Good on the second free throw. So it's the Bucks now. Here is Bledsoe. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And the Bucks lead by 21.
The shooting stroke of Eric Bledsoe looking good. Knows he's got the green light.
Pass to KD. Not many players now signing shorter contracts in free agency. You've talked about this a lot. Does it make it harder or easier for the super teams?
Well, I think it makes it easier because all of a sudden a star player from another team becomes available that you could latch him on to somewhere else.
Any examples you could throw out there that
I don't want to get into the specifics.
Okay,
of it.
I understand.
I think we've seen it over the past 3 or 4 years with some of our star guys. And
yes.
I don't fault them because they're getting smarter. Players are a lot smarter about what it is that they can do with having the very few times, Kevin, that you have a say in your career as to where it is that you're going to play, and more importantly, the potential for what it is that financially you can make.
And playing for a championship.
For a championship, for potentially the opportunity to play with somebody who you've always thought you could either elevate their play or they could elevate yours. This is not going away anytime soon.
Now here's Antetokounmpo after the miss from KD.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Harris outside. Jordan the pass to Durant, and it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. Chris Middleton's checked in for the Bucks. The Nets also changing it up. Chandler comes in for Karis LeVert, and it's Kyrie Irving in for Dinwiddie. Here's Antetokounmpo. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. And Middleton the bucket on the assist by Lopez. 11 points for Chris Middleton.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. For so long, the U.S. has been the country to beat in international basketball play. But there are some big-time challengers around the globe emerging.
Well, Serbia and Spain continue to be competition that the U.S. takes extremely seriously, and I'm not saying they don't take everybody that they step on the floor against with tremendous amount of respect. We know from years in the past that Argentina had its golden age with the players around Manu Ginobili and Oberto and Nocioni, but that seemed to be a timing thing for the Argentinian national team. Spain and Serbia will continue to be impressive and continue to push USA basketball in these international tournaments and Olympic play.
And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. And the upcoming schedule for Brooklyn. On Thursday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Los Angeles Lakers. And then on Saturday, they'll be facing off against DeMarcus Cousins and the Los Angeles Lakers. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. 3 on the clock. The deep three from Irving.
And a struggle here to find a rhythm in the second half. The field goal percentage starting to tail off in a big way.
To the middle. Matthews, no good. And it's Harris with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Here's KD. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. The Bucks have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Timeout called, the Nets. Here's a garbage time question, Brent. Why do some teams leave their star players in the game even though the game has either been won or lost?
Forgetful coaches? No, it can't be that. Well, I don't know if...
if you're leading by 35 points late in the game.
And the star player is still in the game. Somebody's made a mistake with regards to the rotations. Quite frankly, there's really no reason for guys to be out there at that time. Early on in the season, it might be that the coach wants to start and play with certain guys, but as the season goes on, you just don't see that very much.
And the Bucks with some changes. Wilson, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. Sterling Brown comes in for Wesley Matthews. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Eric Bledsoe. Then for the Nets, David Nwaba is checked in for Chandler. Rodions Kurucs comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Musa in for Joe Harris. Here's Nwaba. Trying to end the drought, and he knocks down the jumper. And that's 21 points for Kyrie Irving.
I feel like the jump ball triggered Kyrie Irving. He's been on it with tremendous effort from the beginning.
Wilson kicks to Giannis. And good, he hits it again.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Brooklyn's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. The pass to Kurucs. Giannis with some nice D.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Here's DiVincenzo. Passes it to Wilson. Over Irving. And another basket for Milwaukee.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Pass to Jordan. Back to Irving. Jacks up a three. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Pass to Lopez. Giannis with it. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, I guess when you're up this big, you can afford to get a little sloppy. Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Lopez, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Hill comes in for Antetokounmpo. Garrett Temple has checked in for Brooklyn. Here's Temple. Here's Kurucs. Now the pass to Musa. Now Jordan from the arc. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
DiVincenzo. And he banks in the layup.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
And the Nets with possession here after the basket by Milwaukee. Temple the pass to Kurucs. Here's Musa. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Brown. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Brent, when we talk about home court advantage, do you feel it's the same as it used to be? It has that same impact?
I do think it's still hugely important, Kevin. It's less important when there's a team that has been together for a long time and has proven that they can take their wares on the road and come home with a victory. But it absolutely gives you a level of comfort as a player to get into your routine, to be at a place that seems familiar. Something deep down psychologically helps every member of that team being at home.
And Brown drops them both. They've been looking out of sorts in the last few possessions.
And this is when you need to be patient. Find a high percentage shot and have some floor balance.
Here's Musa. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The first one falls. Brent, a few players now host podcasts, participate with those elements, with those vehicles during the season. Any thoughts on that?
I think it's great. I think it's fantastic for our fan base and for our players to have an outlet, to have conversations and share a little bit more about their personality. It grows them as people, I think, Kevin, especially I've listened to J.J. Redick's many times over, and you learn something new, not only about players, but about their interests and how they're spending time. And I think if you were a young player, let's say you were a high school senior and you're a college player and you're listening to some of the things that guys are talking about in their experiences, I think it's invaluable for what it is that you don't know exists around a player in the NBA, and for you to start having considerations about how difficult the task is, how mentally taxing. So these things are great outlets for the players.
Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Hill.
Come on, Hill, you can do it.
Brown outside. Here's DiVincenzo.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Here's Hill. Oh, that's blocked. But they'll get another chance. Just 2 to shoot. Here's Lopez. It's good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Pass to Musa. Brent, when a team hires a new coach, what tends to be the feelings of the players in that locker room, knowing there's a new voice in there?
If you are a veteran player, you have the opportunity, more than likely, Kevin, to call 5 or 6 resources that know who that coach is. Because most of the time coaches that are getting hired have previous NBA experience. If you're a younger player, you're looking at what it is that's being written and said about that coach to try to evaluate how it is that you're going to fit in. The biggest responsibility, Kevin, is that new coach trying to get as many of those players into the facility or at a meeting or at a dinner to have them understand from day one, as soon as possible, what it is that they're about, what it is he's expecting from them, and how it is he's going to go about them. Then all the other things about guesswork, those go away.
Right, all about communication.
That communication, and communication as quick as you possibly can, that's an important factor.
Schedule, yes. And for Milwaukee, their shooting indicative of smooth offensive play. Up at 60%, they're a machine from the floor. Lopez. The kick out to Brown. Back to Lopez. Shot from the top of the key. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
Good. Waba's got his first basket of the night.
Now, good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
Now here's Brown. Pass to Hill. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Jordan's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. The shot, no good. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Wilson the pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Wilson. Shoots from 12. Bucket is good. Brent, when constructing a team, it's always tricky to fit in max contracts. But the truth is, some players probably deserve much more money than they're allowed to receive.
Incredible to say that, right,
It
Kevin?
is, yeah.
But there are guys like LeBron James, whose $35 million contract might be worth 100.
I always thought about Jordan too, right? I mean, my goodness.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And for the years that Michael Jordan was underpaid in Chicago for what it was he was doing. But in terms of competitive balance for the league and 30 franchises, and for you to try to build a team and a roster to put out on the floor to play this game and have opportunities to win championships, it's really the only way, and sometimes unfairly for guys in terms of their competition and compensation to have to put maximums on what it is that players can earn.
Here's Karuch following the bucket by the Bucks. And it's off from three-point range. It's Hill on the wing. Outside Wilson. 1:37 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Hill looking around. It's deflected. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Bucks.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Giannis.
Well, the tone was set by him defensively tonight. Recorded a number of blocks, and that was a big difference maker, intimidating the other team.
You know, Brent, how candid can players be in their answers in the post-game interviews about what has happened or what they're feeling at that time? In other words, is there a danger to being too honest as a player?
There could be, Kevin. I mean, anytime you express some of your vulnerabilities, and if it's done at the right time, somebody's going to take advantage of it. What we've seen over the past couple years is, forget about when it is that the media is asking you questions. Most players are taking it to their social media accounts where they're able to get the message out without being baited by somebody with regards to a question. They can expound on whatever it is that they're feeling at that time. And that helps them to control the messaging a little bit more. And I think that trend is going to continue to grow. Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
Here's DiVincenzo. Banked in off the glass.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Pass to Irving. Lays it up and banks it in.
So clever. He finds different ways to probe inside, and Kyrie with a great finish.
Here's DiVincenzo. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Eric Bledsoe. Eric, a strong performance tonight. What's been the difference?
We're getting out of transition, trying to get defensive stops, and everybody's just playing their game.
And it showed tonight, Eric. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you next time.